LA wildfires put a magnifying glass on the state's property insurance landscape, spotlighting once again the crisis that many homeowners face, from non-renewals to limited payouts, scarce options when it comes to insurance providers, right? Well, Jamie Kennedy joins us now live from Sacramento. And Jamie, good evening. What are homeowners telling you about where we're at and where we're headed?
Yeah, Giselle, good evening to you. So things are pretty grim from their perspective, and I've spoken to many people about the insurance landscape here in California over the last couple of days, from those in the insurance industry to advocates for homeowners to the homeowners themselves. And one word keeps coming up when talking about insurance, property insurance in California: it's crisis.
The check we sent in.
Linda Decker and her husband moved to the Sierra Nevada foothills to retire in 2010. She says while they budgeted for property insurance in the high fire risk area, those costs have climbed significantly over time.
We budgeted in $500 to $1,000 a year. And it was indeed $500 a year when we moved up here. It is now, between Fair Plan and our wraparound, almost $700 a month.
The California Fair Plan is the insurer of last resort, made up of a pool of insurers for those who can't find insurance in the private market, and, as Linda says, their only option.
My husband is a veteran, so we checked into like USAA and Farmers, and no one was covering.
The Fair Plan now insures more than 600,000 homes, up nearly 170% since 2021. In 2023, 7 of the state's 12 largest insurers paused or limited new policies, citing wildfire risk and long-standing rate limits. Tens of thousands of policies were also non-renewed. State officials are trying to get people back into the private market by allowing insurers higher rates if they cover high fire risk areas. For companies to come back, rates need to be an industry standard, says insurance consultant and managing partner with Trucordia Brokerage, Aurora Millette.
So allowing them to enter in and do a one-time filing to say this is the percentage that we'll need in these territories to enter back into the marketplace, and they either get approved or denied. I think that's the only way to get them all in at the same time.
All in at the same time is important, Aurora says, because trickling in insurers without market competition will still leave rates high. Several insurers have announced they are increasing new policies in areas affected by wildfires. A big focus for lawmakers to help this situation should be greatly incentivising home wildfire mitigation efforts and providing laws around it, says Consumer Watchdog Executive Director Carmen Balba.
What we need now is the industry to step up and say, okay, we get to charge you more when your fire risk is high. When you reduce it, we have to be forced to charge you less and give you coverage.
As someone who has done several mitigation efforts, like creating defensible space to a new roof, Linda says she'd consider doing more, but some of the costs don't make sense.
Like closing in the eaves. That's terribly expensive. For the amount they'd lower our premiums.
Linda says she hopes lawmakers continue to press for change, as the costs and the possibility of not having insurance is creating a heavy burden.
And those on the Fair Plan in the next year or so could on average see a rate increase of 35% if their rate is approved by the State Commissioner. Giselle.
And that's an if. And what are the insurance companies saying about these issues that homeowners are grappling with?
Yeah, so the insurance companies are saying that while there is that law in place to say that if they want any rate increases by a certain amount, which is over 7%, they need a big okay from the insurance commissioner, and that is a very long drawn out process. And so they say that they can't get in on those market rates that they need to be sustainable in the state. But advocates for the homeowners on the other side of things say over the last number of years there has been thousands that have been dropped by their policies have been dropped by the insurers, and what they're asking and how quickly or how much they've said that they will come back into the market does not justify the rate increases that these insurers want.